Alexa, off.
I was there for like 13 hours.
It's Cut by Juju, your favorite barber, and today I'm going to be showing you how to do a high taper. And if you want it to look like this, follow these steps. No further ado, let's get started. Alright, to get started, go ahead and part it with your comb or whatever and use your clips to hold it up. And once you have your clips in, go ahead and comb out that hair, pick it out, make sure it's nice and ready for when you want to start debulking it. And how we're going to debulk with this type of hair texture, we're going to go ahead and grab our 1.5 guard. Let's say open and go with the grain. Basically what this is going to do is clear your canvas for, it's just going to have a nice clean canvas. The cleaner the canvas, the cleaner the fade, or the cleaner the art, whatever way you want to put it. Just make a nice clean canvas so you can see your guidelines. It's just going to help out a lot more if you do this before you start cutting, before you start fading. It's just going to help out a lot more, especially if you're a beginner. But every barber should be doing this before every haircut. They should be debulking. And now go ahead and grab your trimmers of your choice. I use the Low Pros because I like them a lot. They're light and they're good. Go ahead and set your guideline, and we're going to start with the top of the C cup and connect it to that the bottom of where that ear starts to disconnect. And then go ahead and bald out. What I also want to do is take a quick moment to ask if any of you guys make music, please let me know and I will use your music in my video. I do need someone who makes beats. Nice consistent beats. It doesn't have to be music. I just need someone. Just let me know soon and I will use you and I will shout you out and everything. Now right here, go ahead and grab your no guard open, and you're gonna go ahead and set in your first initial guideline. And this is my buddy Cam. I'll put his IG right here. Great guy. I played youth football with him. Even better client if you ask me. Good friend too though. Now go ahead and grab your number 1 guard open and do the exact same thing you did with the 1 guard open, and set your second guideline right above the first one. Now with this hair texture, it goes everywhere, so make sure you get it at every angle. That way all the hair is even, and you'll see it'll pay off, just trust me. And we are going to be fading into a 1.5, so grab your 1.5 open and just create the last official guideline. Make sure you flick out and get every little spot. And you'll see right here, I'll close it 1.5 with the grain just to lay the hair down a little bit better for me to fade it out. It's optional. I always do it just in case I need to. You'll see now I'm going to go with the 1.5 closed and just take out that top line by using the corners and go in at every angle possible to attack that hair so it goes down. A nice neat fade. And I'm going to do it right here again. Like you see, I go at every angle just to get out that line, and trust me, it will go out. And we're not done taking out that top line, but we will finish taking it out later. Oh, and I just want to say, if you made it this far, I mean, like, subscribe. Like, you might as well, if you ask me. Like, I heard if you subscribe, you'll be like a millionaire. I mean, like, why not? Like do it, you feel me? Like, don't you want to be a millionaire? Oh, and of course, go check out the TikTok, the Instagram, the YouTube. All my socials are cutbyjuju.623. And if you want to book with me, hit up my Instagram. It will be in the bio too. And now we're going to start getting ready to take out that middle line. Go ahead and grab your half guard, 3/16 to 0 guard, whatever you want to call it. Your smallest guard is what you could call it. I call this one the fade line. We're going to take out the fade line. I think the middle line is what creates the fade in my opinion. So go ahead and do it halfway. Attack the line, pass the line, flick out, and close it notch by notch, and just keep playing with that leather and attack at every angle possible. I'll show you a lot closer once we take out that bottom line. Now, you know that Connecticut Barber Expo, the biggest expo of all time, like the biggest expo of the year. It's like the Super Bowl for barbers. Who's going? I want to go, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to go. I'm gonna try my best to go, but I definitely want to go. Who's gonna go? And if you're starting out cutting hair, I just want to let you know, trust the process. You will get clientele. You will get better. You're gonna be trash at first. Hold on now. I'll get back to that. You're gonna go ahead and go with your no guard, halfway past the line, flick out. Close it one notch, past the line, flick out. Close it all the way, past the line, flick out, and then start playing with the leather and just detail it out. And you'll see right here, I'm just using the corners to kind of detail that line, that top line out. I'm going to go in with my one guard open and just take it out completely. And I will close it one notch. I'll only close it one notch. I won't go any more past that, and I'll just detail that line out. But like I was saying earlier, if you're starting out, make sure to trust the process. What I did, I spent my whole summer in a barbershop just learning. True Fades Barbershop AZ in Glendale. Personally, I think they're the best shop ever and my favorite shop. I learned from them. Every Saturday, I would go sweep for them and just learn from the barbers, and it really helped a lot. That's why I progressed a lot faster than a lot of people. And use YouTube to sharpen your skills. TikTok helps a lot. George Fades on TikTok helps. Faded Culture on YouTube helps. And yeah, those people really help a lot. I do post content that I think helps a pretty good amount of people. I always get DMs. Thank you to everyone that hits me up and says I've helped them and made them want to become a barber. It really goes a long way with me, and I just want to say thank you to all of you. Now we're going to go ahead and hit the lineup. This is just as important as the fade. You could make the crispiest fade, and if you mess up the lineup, the whole haircut's trash. You could have the crispiest lineup, but if you mess up the fade, it's not as bad, but it's still pretty bad. So right here, I'm going to start at the top of the ear and just kind of like a backward C cup in a way. I'm just going to make it nice and crispy. And then the same thing for the vertical bar. I'm going to do the vertical bar first before I do the lineup. It helps a lot more. Trust me. Don't do the lineup in front and then the vertical bar. Do the vertical bar first and then get to the lineup. But we will get to that part soon. And remember not to press too hard with the trimmers, because if your trimmers are zero gap, you could really leave a scar on someone. I've done it before. I've done it in my rookie stages. But your trimmers, clippers, they will cut. You just have to keep going past it. And right here, I'm just gonna detail all these little dark spots that I see and try to make the cut crispier. Trying to see some. I hit the plug for a blicky if I need one. They hit the banker for a check. My family need funds. Go and clean the mess. Y'all haters, man. I get the. When it comes to music in this game, I'm really running it. Guess I make them run a bit. I do it for the fun of it. Say I'm inconsiderate, and you can get the brunt of it. Hit my driller up again to make sure all my diamonds hit. Make sure I'm consistent, that I never quit, never put my head down. And I'm just making that backwards C cup behind the ear just a little bit more sharper. I'm gonna go back with the razor just to make it a little bit more crispier than what it was before. I'll do that, and same thing for the vertical bar. And I like to do it as soon as I finish the fade on that part of the hair. I will always razor it right after I do the lineup part. I'm gonna go ahead and comb out his front taper, and I'm gonna go with a 1.5 close just to see how the hair reacts, and then I'll probably follow it up with a 1 open to lay it down. And right here, I'll just go with a 1 open just to lay the hair down properly. As you can see, his left side is a little bit more lighter than the dark side. So I'm going to go ahead and start my lineup by going from the middle to the right and the middle to the left. But before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and grab my hairspray and just put a light amount on it just to hold the hair in place and dry it up a little bit. And now as you see right here, like I was saying, I'm gonna start in the middle and go to the right side first. Even if the right side's lighter than the other side, I still go to middle to right and then middle to left. And then as you see, I just take it one step at a time. I cut the middle, I slide to the side just a little bit, and then I'll do the same thing for the other side. It's vice versa. I will touch up that little vertical bar just to make that corner sharp with the lineup. And remember to take your time with this part, because you can push someone back, and that's how you lose a client and probably get your ass kicked. But like I was saying, I'll go from the middle to the left now. The same thing, go to the box, just make that corner of the lineup in the vertical bar sharp by just using the very corners of your trimmers. And now that I finished that, I'm gonna go ahead and grab my razor and just razor it up, make it nice and crispy. And he does want enhancements, so we are gonna add enhancements. But like I said earlier in the video, if you do make beats, any type of music, and would want to get it out there, hit my Instagram. It will be in the link in bio. I would love to put your music in my videos. I'll put anyone's music, just let me know. And right here, we're already blended the back. It's the same steps as the side, and I'm just lining it up to get it nice and crispy. I'm just gonna connect it with that top of that little arch part that we did with the backward C cut behind the ear. I'm just gonna connect it and then make a nice crispy straight, crispy, super crispy. I mean like super crispy line just across to connect it and give you that full taper look. And in this next clip, I added enhancements to my clients on one side just to show you how it look without it and with it, and then you'll see the final results.
And that is the final results of the haircut. You see this? You see this? You get this in Surprise AZ at cut by Juju.623 on Instagram, TikTok. And if you want to see it, let me give you a close-up view. Hold on, let me